Hi everyone, this is going to be the last entry for this blog. So far, we've talked about the benefits of different types of video games, like social games, shooting games, educational games, and finally, we're going to end with role playing games. What are role playing games? Role playing games, also known as RPGs, are types of games in which players, such as yourselves, assume the roles of characters in a fictional setting. In this entry, I will be using my character Sin to help explain some of the key benefits of playing RPGs. This particular game I'm playing is considered a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, also known as an MMORPG. What this basically means is that I am playing with thousands of other players in this virtual fantasy world. It is also a persistent state world in which the game never ends. Even after I log out, things are still happening that could affect me when I log back in. First, let's take a look at the cognitive benefits. Behind a fantasy adventure of fighting goblins and other creepy monsters, role-playing games can be a great platform to develop your strategy and critical thinking skills. With so many quests and dungeons to participate in, you can find yourself with a multitude of problems. For example, you and your group could find yourselves trying to navigate through a sunken temple while solving a puzzle and also fighting multiple monsters at the same time. It's very easy for things to get pretty hectic, but it forces you to think on your feet and react quickly. You develop your strategy and critical thinking skills, which helps you see future problems from multiple perspectives and approach them with the right mindset. Of course, teamwork is very important, and the right mindset can mean the difference between success and failure. This means everyone in your group must work together and play their part. In role-playing games, when you take on a role, your character comes with a particular set of skills. For example, I'm currently playing the role of a bard, which is a support character. I can choose to support my group members by helping to attack the enemy head-on, or I can sing songs to help boost the abilities of my group members. Just like in the real world, everyone expects you to do your part, and if you don't do your part, it could lead to some serious consequences. As you can see, getting buried under quicksand is one consequence of not paying attention. It isn't all as serious as real world, however. Role-playing games gives you a safe and anonymous platform to learn how to work with others, and you also learn how to handle stressful situations better. You might even find that you excel at leadership roles, support roles, or even both. Next, social benefits. Role-playing games, especially MMORPGs, are pretty much 100% social. In order to get anything done, you need to talk to somebody. What's great about role-playing games is that it comes with its own built-in social network. For the game I'm currently playing, you have access to a friends list where you can add and request friends. You have access to a free company where it's like a faction where a group of friends or different people can come together and join forces to participate in quests, missions, events, dungeons, and basically anything that requires more than one person. And finally, there's a party finder, where if you find yourself stuck on a particular quest or mission, you can look to the party finder and see if there are any groups that are forming for that particular mission you're on, and you can join a group and go and try and beat the quest together. They each come with a chat box, so there's a chat box exclusively for chatting with your party members or group members. There's one for chatting with members in your free company or factions. And there's one called a tell, which is for chatting privately with members on your friends list or any player character. With thousands of players playing on a daily basis, you can meet new people from anywhere in the world and build lasting friendships. This is especially helpful if you're particularly shy or you have trouble making new friends. Role-playing games gives you a safe and anonymous mask to help with your shyness. It forces you to interact with people, so you're bound to find somebody with shared interests. The more you converse with people, the more comfortable you become at getting out of your comfort zone and starting conversations. If you feel like getting out of your comfort zone, role playing games definitely helps. And finally, the creative benefits of RPGs. RPGs provide an exciting world where you can harness your creativity. So you can create as many characters and take on as many roles as you want. If you get tired of fighting monsters all the time, there are tons of other activities you can participate in. In Final Fantasy XIV, I can simply switch from a fighting role to a gathering role. In this role, I can choose to explore the land, gathering raw materials to craft rare items. Or I can buy my own personal house and decorate it to fit my personal style. Like in the real world, this particular venture can be very expensive, but if you have the money to spare, then go for it. Another way to boost your creativity is by participating in the act of role playing. The more you interact with other players through role playing, the more charismatic you can become. Think you need a boost in creativity? Then you should give role playing a try. You might be surprised with what you come up with. Thanks for watching.